Okay, guys, we have made it to the last day of the 12 Days of Yule. And today we're going to talk about my plans for the future. Where am I going? What is happening in this coming year? So, let's get started. As you have probably noticed if you have watched my other videos in this series of 12 Days of Yule, there is a lot that is going to be changing in this coming year for me. I have... I'm going to help finish cleaning up my father's house. I'm going to then move. Actually, throughout most of December, I have been packing up the vast majority of my possessions to put into storage until I know exactly where I'm going. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. For the first time in a long time, I am not going to be expected to take care of anyone else in a substantial way that I don't get a say in anymore. I'm going to very much be in the camp of I will devote my energy where I see fit and when I see fit, which is kind of weird. I am also going to, in addition to moving, physically, my possessions and my residence to a different location. Haven't quite decided where yet. I am moving into a different stage of career development. So I'm going to need to find a place to offer services, because some of you may have noticed if you've looked at my website, it has said for a while that I don't have a permanent location to offer services out of. Hopefully I will find some place early in the next year to do that. I've gotten certified in the last year as a death doula and life coach, with an emphasis on spiritual life coaching. So I can start doing that as soon as I have an office to start working out of. And I plan on offering other conjure and folk healing services in addition to the Reiki, the death doula, and the life coaching. So that brings me to the next major category of where my practice will be going in the next year. I'm kind of doing this as more than just my practice, but also just life in general. I'm going to continue doing YouTube because I find I actually enjoy it a lot. Some of the more technical aspects still frustrate me, as you've probably noticed in my editing skills being rather poor, but I'm learning, I'm improving. And so for YouTube specifically, I have a handful of things that I want to get into more now that I'll be able to actually devote time to it, which is more in the educational content, specifically more of those shorts that are just 60 seconds about a various thing, like Kipper, which is a form of divination from Germany. It's not named after the fish, it's named after a guy whose last name is Kipper. Lenormand, which is another divination system. Herb lore, stone lore, and I don't know, I kind of want to try out just reading reading mythology and discussing mythology, because I am fascinated by it and I love learning the various belief systems from around the world. I plan on testing out putting some Reiki meditations online, seeing how those do. I'm still figuring out music licensing and that kind of stuff, which is why I haven't done any yet. But again, I'll be able to devote time to it. And music, because while I have a handful of videos of music that have been put up, they're all public domain. And just me singing a cappella, because again, I'm still figuring out how to not get copyright struck if I put music online. So we'll see how that goes, because I'd really like to bring Singing Sundays back. They never performed well, but I enjoy it, so I think I'll still keep doing it anyways. And I'm toying with the idea because I've written a lot of poetry throughout my life. Maybe I can learn enough about songwriting to possibly put some of my own stuff out there. We'll find out. Because that one has some psychological aspects to it that I really need to work out, because I was told for a significant portion of my childhood that I was a terrible musician and couldn't sing. Only to then, when I actually took a music class singing in college, to have half of the class freak out and be like, "Why are you in a 101 class? You sing so well." And I'm like, well, that's new, because I sang in church choir growing up all the time. Well, I shouldn't say all the time, as a teenager. So I'm still overcoming the initial response of, oh, I can't do that. I'm not skilled enough. I don't know how to do that. Well, I didn't know how to do YouTube at the beginning of last year either. But here I am, over 200 videos in, at 8 months. So if I've learned anything from the last year, if I put my mind to it, I can learn how to do it. So we'll find out. But in general, that's where my practice. I'm going to keep studying specifically a lot of the North American shamanism, because I keep having ancestors come and talk to me. So I have to figure out how to learn about their traditions when there's no one left online. So I'm gonna have to go talk to neighboring tribes and be like, hey, do you know anything about the Mingo? Because I found all of one historical resource. So plan on researching my Native American ancestry and connecting with that side of things, because I know a whole lot about the Scots and the Irish and their practices, but a lot of it's been put online and it's easy to find, and you can go talk to people. I'm still figuring out how to find people to talk to on the Native American side of things. So yeah, that's my plan for next year. Until then, walk in the light, my friends. Bye.